Rain lashes against the windows as Evelyn Carter sits alone, the flickering candles on the untouched anniversary cake casting ghostly shadows across the kitchen. The clock ticks louder with every passing second, marking not just time, but the slow unraveling of her patience. Her husband, Liam, is late again, his phone unreachable, his excuses too familiar. The quiet hum of the refrigerator feels deafening in the stillness. Evelyn's heart aches not with doubt, but with certainty. The scent of his new cologne, the secrecy in his calls, every detail feels rehearsed. Yet beneath her suspicion lies something colder, resignation. Evelyn opens her laptop, her trembling fingers typing in the password she's repeated in secrecy for weeks. The folder labeled Truth stares back at her, a digital confession of her fears. She clicks. Dozens of files reveal recordings, GPS logs, and silent camera captures. But what she finds isn't the evidence of betrayal she expected. The woman Liam meets isn't a lover, it's a liar. And the documents, legal transfers, trust accounts, sealed contracts, all under the name Liam Rhodes. Her breath catches. It's not adultery, it's identity. Every memory suddenly feels staged. Every I love you rehearsed for a role she never auditioned for. When Liam finally returns, drenched from the storm, his expression is eerily composed. Evelyn meets his eyes, voice trembling yet sharp. Who is Liam Rhodes? The question slices through the silence. His pupils widen. The mask cracks. For the first time, she sees fear raw, unguarded, human. He doesn't answer. The air thickens, filled with unspoken truths. Evelyn's world tilts, her marriage collapsing into something unfamiliar. She realizes he isn't a man caught in infidelity, he's a man hiding from something far more dangerous. And as thunder roars outside, Evelyn understands. Tonight isn't about love lost, it's about discovering who she's really married to. Evelyn and Liam's story began with quiet hope to wounded souls finding comfort in each other's brokenness. They met at a city redevelopment conference, both trying to rebuild after personal failures. Evelyn, an architect known for her discipline, saw in Liam a gentleness that felt safe, even if wrapped in mystery. He told her his family had died in an accident, and she never questioned its wounds. She thought, deserved silence. Together, they built a world of calm symmetry, Sunday breakfasts, shared projects, laughter echoing in their modern Chicago home. But even in imperfection, Evelyn sensed something, an emotional distance she couldn't name. Over the years, the cracks deepened. Liam avoided introducing her to colleagues, never spoke about his childhood, and vanished on work trips that left her uneasy. When he returned, he was quieter, distant, his eyes heavy with unseen burdens, but always loving. Almost too loving, as if trying to erase something. Evelyn told herself it was stress, the toll of a demanding career. Yet, deep down, a voice whispered of lies. That voice came from her past, from watching her father's betrayal tear her family apart. She remembered the silence of her mother, the denial, the heartbreak. Secrets, she learned, never stay buried. Haunted by her father's deception, Evelyn became her own detective. Her obsession wasn't jealousy, it was self-preservation. Love had made her patient, but loss had made her vigilant. She began to watch Liam's patterns, the sudden trips, the untraceable numbers, the restless nights. When he smiled, she studied the cracks behind it. Late one evening, she made a choice that blurred the line between trust and fear. She installed a tracker under his car. Her hands shook, her heart racing, but her resolve was firm. Next time he left, she would follow. For Evelyn, truth was no longer optional, it was survival. 3 nights later, Evelyn's worst suspicions pull her into the dark. Liam claims he's off to Milwaukee for an urgent meeting, but she's ready. She follows him through rain-slick highways, her headlights tracing the outline of a life she no longer recognizes. When he stops, It's not at a hotel or office but a worn-down apartment building in an old neighborhood. She watches from her car as he knocks, the door opens, and a small boy barely 6 runs into his arms shouting, "Dad." The sight cuts through her like glass. Her breath catches. Every lie he ever told suddenly has a face. Evelyn's hands tremble as she takes photos proof her heart wishes didn't exist. A woman soon appears, Maria. Not glamorous, not secretive, but gentle. With the warmth of someone who has shared years, not stolen moments. The way she looks at Liam isn't that of a mistress, it's that of a wife. Evelyn feels her stomach twist. The man she loved, trusted, built her life around, is someone else entirely. As dawn breaks, she drives home in silence, every mile echoing with disbelief. Their modern home greets her like a stranger. The symmetry of her life feels mocking now, an architectural lie she designed herself. That night, Evelyn waits for him, her calmness sharper than anger. When he walks in, she doesn't shout. She simply asks, "How long have you been living 2 lives, Liam?" The question freezes him mid-step. His silence is confession enough. Finally, he whispers, "It's not what you think." But when she presses voice steady, eyes unblinking, his composure crumbles. "Maria was my wife," he admits. "She still is. I never divorced her. I married you under my other name." The words strike harder than any betrayal. In that moment, Evelyn understands this isn't infidelity. It's fraud, deception, a life built on a crime. Evelyn's reality collapses piece by piece. Every memory, every smile, every whispered promise feels scripted by a man she never truly knew. She can't go to the police. Her name is tied to his crimes. Liam insists he did it all to protect his first family, spinning stories about debts and dangerous men. But Evelyn sees through him now. His charm feels rehearsed, his apologies mechanical. Her trust transforms into icy resolve. She channels her pain into focus, spending sleepless nights tracing his lies through property records and financial trails. Her architect's eye for structure now exposes the blueprint of his deceit. The deeper she digs, the uglier the truth becomes. Liam's second life isn't about protecting anyone, it's about money laundering through real estate shell companies. Worse, Evelyn discovers her own name on multiple contracts, forged yet legal on paper, tying her directly to his crimes. Panic surges when her boss calls her into the office. The firm is under audit, and federal investigators are asking about the properties she supposedly approved. Her throat tightens. Liam's secrets have infected her career, her identity, her freedom. The walls she once designed for safety now feel like a cage closing in around her. That night, Evelyn confronts Liam in a storm of heartbreak and fury. "You didn't just betray me, you built your lies with my signature," she spits, every word trembling with disbelief. He begs her to stay silent, whispering, "If I go down, we both do." But the woman before him isn't the trusting wife anymore. She's done being collateral. Without a word, she hides a recorder under the table, capturing every word of his confession. Love has turned into evidence. Her tears may fall, but her resolve hardens. Evelyn isn't just surviving anymore, she's preparing to bring down the man she once loved. The morning it all unravels. Flashing red and blue lights stain the walls of their once perfect home. Federal agents flood the doorway, shouting orders as Evelyn stands frozen, disbelief turning to numb clarity. She's taken in for questioning, her mind replaying every lie, every smile. The agents reveal the truth. Liam has been under federal surveillance for years. Their marriage wasn't love, it was camouflage. Her recordings, her photos, the evidence she gathered in desperation, they've become the missing pieces of the federal case. Evelyn feels sick, realizing her heartbreak is the very thing that will destroy him and finally free her. When she's released, Evelyn returns to the house one last time. Rain lashes against the windows, mirroring the storm inside her. Liam is there sweating, frantic, shoving bundles of cash into a suitcase. His eyes meet hers with a mix of fear and love. The tension hums like electricity. He begs her to run away with him, to forget everything, to start over under new names. She steps closer, her voice trembling but firm. "You were the only real thing in my life," he whispers. Evelyn's heart cracks, but her resolve doesn't. "Then you should have treated me like one," she replies softly. With quiet finality, Evelyn reaches into her coat pocket and holds out the flash drive, the very evidence that seals his fate. For a moment, time stops. Liam's eyes widen, realizing what she's done. Outside, agents wait in the rain. She walks to the door, opens it, and hands the drive to them without looking back. The sound of handcuffs clicks behind her, heavy and final. As they lead Liam away, he stares at her, equal parts love, sorrow, and resignation. Evelyn doesn't cry. She just watches, rain mingling with tears she'll never admit. Justice and heartbreak have become the same thing. Months later, Evelyn's life looks nothing like the one she left behind, but for the first time, it feels real. Are cleared of all charges, she moves into a small, sunlit apartment with creaky floors and a view of the city skyline. She leaves her high-paying firm and joins a nonprofit that helps women untangle themselves from financial manipulation and emotional deceit. The work is raw and healing. Through therapy, Evelyn learns that love built on control isn't love at all, it's captivity disguised as care. Slowly, she begins forgiving herself, not for trusting, but for forgetting that trust must be mutual to survive. One quiet afternoon, a letter arrives, his handwriting instantly recognizable. It's from Liam. Her hands tremble as she unfolds the paper. The words are simple. "I don't expect forgiveness, but I want you to know you were my truth." For a long moment, she just stares, feeling the ache of everything they were and everything they weren't. There's no rage left. Only the quiet understanding that some people love you in ways that destroy you. With steady hands, she strikes a match and burns the letter, watching the paper curl into ash. As the smoke fades, she exhales and finally feels peace. Evelyn rediscovers herself through design. But this time, her work isn't for clients, it's for purpose. She begins sketching the blueprint for a women's shelter, a place for those rebuilding after betrayal and loss. She calls it the Truth House, a symbol of safety, clarity, and second chances. Every beam, every wall, every window represents renewal. On opening day, sunlight floods through the glass, illuminating her creation. For the first time in years, Evelyn smiles without pretense. Her story began with lies, but ends in truth her own. She finally understands. Strength isn't surviving love's deception, it's choosing to build something better afterward. Rain falls softly over Chicago, just as it did the night everything began. But this time, Evelyn isn't waiting in fear, she's walking forward, umbrella in hand, toward the Truth House, the shelter she built from her pain. The building glows warmly against the gray sky, its glass walls reflecting hope instead of heartbreak. Inside, a young woman sits nervously at the front desk, filling out her intake form. Evelyn steps closer, offering a gentle smile. "You're safe now," she says, her voice steady, comforting. In that moment, Evelyn realizes she has become what she once needed most, a place to begin again. As the young woman disappears into the shelter, Evelyn lingers at the doorway, her eyes lifting to the sign above the Truth House. Raindrops slide down the glass, catching her reflection, calm, confident, whole. Gone is the woman who trembled under deception. Standing here is someone forged by truth. The storm that once symbolized betrayal now feels like renewal, washing away the remnants of her old life. She thinks of Liam not with bitterness, but closure. His choices built walls of lies. Hers built foundations of strength. The symmetry between past and present feels poetic this time. The rain doesn't drown her. It frees her. As the camera lingers, Evelyn's voice emerges a soft, emotional reflection carried by the rhythm of the rain. He built a life of lies. I built a life from the ashes of truth. Sometimes love isn't what saves you, it's what teaches you how to save yourself. The frame fades as she closes her umbrella and steps into the building, light spilling around her. The rain continues outside, but she's untouched, protected by what she's built, both literally and within. The final image rests on her reflection, strong and unbroken. Betrayal led to justice, justice to healing, and healing to her rebirth. Fade out.